And by the necessary form of this, King Richard might create a perfect guess. That great Northumberland, then false to him, would of that seed grow to a greater falseness, which should not find a ground to root upon, unless on you, King. Are these things then necessities? Then let us meet them like necessities. And that same word even now cries out on us. They say the bishop and Northumberland of 50,000 strong. Warwick. It cannot be, my lord. Rumour doth double like the voice and echo. The numbers of the feared please it your grace to go to bed upon my soul, my lord. The powers that you already have sent forth shall bring this prize in very easily. To comfort you the more I have received a certain instance that Glendower is dead. Your majesty hath been this fortnight ill, and these unseasoned hours perforce must add unto your sickness. King, I will take your counsel, and were these inward wars once out of hand, we would, dear lords, unto the Holy Land. Scene 2, Gloucestershire, before Justice Shallow's house. Enter Shallow and Silence, meeting, Mouldy, Shadow, Wart, Feeble, Bullcalf, a servant or two with them. Shallow. Come on, come on, come on, give me your hand, sir, give me your hand, sir, an early stirrer by the rood, and how doth my good cousin Silence? Silence. Good morrow, good cousin Shallow. Shallow. And how doth my cousin, your bedfellow, and your fairest daughter and mine, my goddaughter Ellen? Silence. Alas, a black ousel, cousin Shallow. Shallow. By yea and no, sir, I dare say my cousin William is become a good scholar. He is at Oxford still, is he not? Silence. Indeed, sir, to my cost. Shallow. He must then to the Inns o' Court shortly. I was once of Clement's Inn, where I think they will talk of mad Shallow yet. Silence. You were called lusty Shallow, then, cousin. Shallow. By the mass I was called anything, and I would have done anything indeed too, and roundly too. There was I, and little John Doit of Staffordshire, and Black George Barnes, and Francis Pickburn, and Will Squell, a Cotswold man. You had not four such swingebucklers in all the Inns o' Court again, and I may say to you, we knew where the bona robas were, and had the best of them all at commandment. Then was Jack Falstaff, now Sir John, a boy, and page to Thomas Mowbray, Duke of Norfolk. Silence. This Sir John, cousin, that comes hither anon about soldiers. Shallow. The same Sir John, the very same. I see him break Scoggins' head at the court gate, when he was a crack not thus high, and the very same day did I fight with one Sampson Stockfish, a fruiterer, behind Gray's Inn. Jesu, Jesu, the mad days that I have spent, and to see how many of my old acquaintance are dead. Silence. We shall all follow, cousin. Shallow. Certain 'tis certain, very sure, very sure. Death, as the psalmist saith, is certain to all shall die. How a good yoke of bullocks at Stamford Fair. Silence. By my troth, I was not there. Shallow. Death is certain. Is old double of your town living yet? Silence. Dead so. Shallow. Jesu, Jesu, dead. He drew a good bow and dead. He shot a fine shoot. John a Gaunt loved him well, and betted much money on his head. Dead. He would have clapped clout at 12 score, and carried you a forehand shaft of 14 and 14 and a half, that it would have done a man's heart good to see. How a score of yous now. Silence. Thereafter as they be, a score of good ewes may be worth £10. Shallow. And is old double dead. Silence. Here come two of Sir John Falstaff's men, as I think. Enter Bardolph, and one with him. Shallow. Good morrow, honest gentlemen. Bardolph. I beseech you, which is just as shallow. Shallow. I am Robert Shallow, sir, a poor esquire of this county, and one of the king's justices of the peace. What is your good pleasure with me? Bardolph. My captain, sir, commends him to you. My captain, Sir John Falstaff, a tall gentleman, by heaven, and a most gallant leader. Shallow. He greets me well, sir. I knew him a good backsword man. How doth the good knight? May I ask how my lady his wife doth? Bardolph. Sir, pardon, a soldier is better accommodated than with a wife. Shallow. It is well said, in faith, sir, and it is well said indeed too. Better accommodated, it is good, yea indeed is it. Good phrases are surely and ever were very commendable. Accommodated. It comes of a commodo, very good, a good phrase. Bardolph. Pardon, sir, I have heard the word phrase call you it. By this day I know not the phrase, but I will maintain the word with my sword to be a soldier-like word, and a word of exceeding good command, by heaven. Accommodated, that is when a man is, as they say, accommodated, or when a man is being whereby he may be thought to be accommodated, which is an excellent thing. Shallow. It is very just. Enter Falstaff. Look, here comes good Sir John. Give me your good hand, give me your worship's good hand. By my troth, you like well and bear your years very well. Welcome, good Sir John. Falstaff. I am glad to see you well, good Master Robert Shallow, Master Surecard, as I think. Shallow. No, Sir John, it is my cousin Silence, in commission with me. Falstaff. Good Master Silence, it well befits you should be of the peace. Silence. Your good worship is welcome. Falstaff. Fie, this is hot weather, gentlemen. Have you provided me here half a dozen sufficient men? Shallow. Marry, have we, sir, will you sit? Falstaff. Let me see them, I beseech you. Shallow. Where's the roll, where's the roll, where's the roll? Let me see, let me see, let me see. So. Yea, marry, sir, Ralph Mouldy, let them appear as I call, let them do so, let them do so. Let me see, where is Mouldy? Mouldy. Here, an it please you. Shallow. What think you, Sir John? A good-limbed fellow, young, strong, and of good friends. Falstaff. Is thy name Mouldy? Mouldy. Yea, an't please you. Falstaff. Tease the more time thou wert used. Shallow. Ha, most excellent, I faith, things that are mouldy lack use. Very singular good, in faith, well said, Sir John, very well said. Falstaff. Prick him. Mouldy. I was pricked well enough before, and you could have let me alone. My old dame will be undone now for one to do her husbandry and her drudgery. You need not to have pricked me. There are other men fitter to go out than I. Falstaff. Go to, peace, Mouldy, you shall go. Mouldy, it is time you were spent. Mouldy. Spend. Shallow. Peace, fellow, peace, stand aside. Know you where you are, for th other, Sir John. Let me see, Simon Shadow. Falstaff. Yea, Mary, let me have him to sit under. He's like to be a cold soldier. Shallow. Where's Shadow? Shadow. Here, sir. Falstaff. Shadow, whose son art thou? Shadow. My mother's son, sir. Falstaff. Thy mother's son, like enough, and thy father's shadow. So the son of the female is the shadow of the male. It is often so indeed, but much of the Father's substance. Falstaff. Do you like him, Sir John? Falstaff. Shadow will serve for summer. Prick him, for we have a number of shadows to fill up the muster book. Falstaff. Thomas Ward. Falstaff. Where is he? Ward. Here, sir. Falstaff. Is thy name Ward? Ward. Yea, sir. Falstaff. Thou art a very ragged wart. Falstaff. Shall I prick him, Sir John? Falstaff. It were superfluous, for his apparel is built upon his back, and the whole frame stands upon pins. Prick him no more. Falstaff. Ha ha ha, you can do it, sir, you can do it. I commend you well, Francis Feeble. Feeble. Here, sir. Falstaff. What trade art thou, Feeble? Feeble. A woman's tailor, sir. Falstaff. Shall I prick him, sir? Falstaff. You may, but if he had been a man's tailor, he'd pricked you. Wilt thou make as many holes in an enemy's battle as thou hast done in a woman's petticoat? Feeble. I will do my good will, sir, you can have no more. Falstaff. Well said, good woman's tailor. Well said, courageous Feeble. Thou wilt be as valiant as the wrathful dove or most magnanimous mouse. Prick the woman's tailor. Well, Master Shallow, deep Master Shallow. Feeble. I would Wart might have gone, sir. Falstaff. I would thou wert a man's tailor, that thou mightst mend him and make him fit to go. I cannot put him to a private soldier that is the leader of so many thousands. Let that suffice, most forcible Feeble. Feeble. It shall suffice, sir. Falstaff. I am bound to thee, Reverend Feeble. Who is next? Falstaff. Peter Bulcalf, O.T.H. Green. Falstaff. Yea, Mary, let's see Bulcalf. Bullcalf. Here, sir. Falstaff. Fore God, a likely fellow. Come, prick me Bulcalf till he roar again. Bullcalf. O Lord, good my Lord Captain. Falstaff. What dost thou roar before thou art pricked? Bullcalf. O Lord, sir, I am a diseased man. Falstaff. What disease hast thou? Bullcalf. A whoreson cold, sir, a cough, sir, which I caught with ringing in the king's affairs upon his coronation day, sir. Falstaff. Come, thou shalt go to the wars in a gown, we will have away thy cold, and I will take such order that thy friends shall ring for thee. Is here all? Falstaff. Here is 2 more called than your number. You must have but 4 here, sir, and so, I pray you, go in with me to dinner. Falstaff. Come, I will go drink with you, but I cannot tarry dinner. I am glad to see you, by my troth, Master Shallow. Falstaff. Oh, Sir John, do you remember since we lay all night in the windmill in St. George's Field? Falstaff. No more of that, good Master Shallow, no more of that. Falstaff. Ha, 'twas a merry night, and is Jane Nightwork alive? Falstaff. She lives, Master Shallow. Falstaff. She never could away with me. Falstaff. Never, never, she would always say she could not abide Master Shallow. Falstaff. By the mass I could anger her to th heart, she was then a bona roba, doth she hold her own well. Falstaff. Old, Master Shallow. Shallow. Nay, she must be old, she cannot choose but be old, certain she's old, and had Robin nightwork by old nightwork before I came to Clement's Inn. Silence. That's 55 year ago. Shallow. Ha, cousin, silence, that thou hadst seen that this night, and I have seen. Ha, Sir John, said I well. Falstaff. We have heard the chimes at midnight, Master Shallow. Shallow. That we have, in faith, Sir John, we have. Our watchword was hem, boys. Come, let's to dinner, come, let's to dinner. Jesus, the days that we have seen, come, come. Exeunt Falstaff, Shallow, and silence. Bullcalf. Good Master Corporate Bardolph, stand my friend, and here's 4 hairy 10 shillings in French crowns for you. In very truth, sir, I had as lief be hanged, sir, as go. And yet, for mine own part, sir, I do not care, but rather because I am unwilling, and for mine own part, have a desire to stay with my friends. Else, sir, I did not care, for mine own part, so much. Bardolph. Go to, stand aside. Mouldy. And good Master Corporal Captain, for my old dame's sake, stand my friend. She has nobody to do anything about her when I am gone, and she is old, and cannot help herself. You shall have 40, sir. Bardolph. Go to, stand aside. Feeble. By my troth I care not, a man can die but once, we owe God a death, I'll ne'er bear a base mind, and be my destiny so, and be not so, no man's too good to serve's prince, and let it go which way it will, he that dies this year is quit for the next. Bardolph. Well said, Chart, a good fellow. Feeble. Faith, I'll bear no base mind. Enter Falstaff and the justices. Falstaff. Come, sir, which men shall I have? Shallow. 4 of which you please. Bardolph. Sir, a word with you. I have £3 to free Mouldy and Bullcalf. Falstaff. Go to, well. Shallow. Come, Sir John, which 4 will you have? Falstaff. Do you choose for me? Shallow. Marry then, Mouldy, Bullcalf, Feeble, and Shadow. Falstaff. Mouldy and Bullcalf, for you, Mouldy, stay at home till you are past service, and for your part, Bullcalf, grow till you come unto it. I will none of you. Shallow. Sir John, do not yourself wrong. They are your likeliest men, and I would have you served with the best. Falstaff. Will you tell me, Master Shallow, how to choose a man? Care I for the limb, the thews, the stature, bulk, and big assemblance of a man? Give me the spirit, Master Shallow. Here's wart. You see what a ragged appearance it is. He shall charge you and discharge you with the motion of a pewterer's hammer, come off and on swifter than he that gibbets on the brewer's bucket. And this same half-faced fellow, Shadow, give me this man. He presents no mark to the enemy. The foeman may with as great aim level at the edge of a penknife. And for a retreat, how swiftly will this Feeble, the woman's tailor, run off. Oh, give me the spare men, and spare me the great ones. Put me a caliver into Wart's hand, Bardolph. Bardolph. Hold Wart, traverse, thars. Falstaff. Come manage me your caliver, so very well go to very good, exceeding good. Oh, give me always a little, lane, old, chopped, bald shot. Well said, I faith, Wart, Chart, a good scab. Hold, there's a tester for thee. Shallow. He is not his craft's master, he doth not do it right. I remember at Myland Green, when I lay at Clement's Inn, I was then Sir Dagonet in Arthur's show, there was a little quiver fellow, and he would manage you his piece thus. And he would about, and come you in, and come you in. Ra ta ta, would he say. Bounce, would he say, and away again would he go, and again would he come. I shall ne'er see such a fellow. Falstaff. These fellows will do well, Master Shallow. God keep you, Master Silence. I will not use many words with you. Fare you well, gentlemen both. I thank you. I must a dozen mile tonight. Bardolph, give the soldiers coats. Jalo. Sir John, the Lord bless you. God prosper your affairs. God send us peace. At your return, visit our house. Let our old acquaintance be renewed. Peradventure, I will with ye to the court. Falstaff. For God, I would you would, Master Shallow. Shallow. Go to, I have spoke at a word. God keep you. Falstaff. Fare you well, gentle gentlemen, exeunt justices. On Bardolph, lead the men away. Exeunt Bardolph, recruits, and see as I return, I will fetch off these justices. I do see the bottom of justice shallow. Lord, Lord, how subject we old men are to this vice of lying. This same starved justice hath done nothing but prate to me of the wildness of his youth, and the feats he hath done about Turnbull Street, and every third word a lie doer paid to the hearer than the Turk's tribute. I do remember him at Clement's Inn, like a man made after supper of a cheese paring. When he was naked, he was, for all the world, like a forked radish, with a head fantastically carved upon it with a knife. He was so forlorn that his dimensions to any thick sight were invincible. He was the very genius of famine, yet lecherous as a monkey, and the whores called him Mandrake. He came ever in the rearward of the fashion, and sung those tunes to the overscutched huswives that he heard the carmen whistle, and swear they were his fancies or his good nights. And now is this vice's dagger become a squire, and talks as familiarly of John a Gaunt as if he had been sworn brother to him, and I'll be sworn he ne'er saw him but once in the tilt-yard, and then he burst his head for crowding among the marshal's men. I saw it and told John a Gaunt he beat his own name, for you might have thrust him and all his apparel into an ill skin. The case of a treble hotbay was a mansion for him, a court, and now has he land and beefs. Well, I'll be acquainted with him if I return, and tea shall go hard, but I'll make him a philosopher's 2 stones to me. If the young dace be a bait for the old pike, I see no reason in the law of nature but I may snap at him. Let time shape, and there an end. Act 4. Scene 1, Yorkshire, Galtree Forest. Enter the Archbishop of York, Mowbray, Hastings, and others. Archbishop. What is this forest called? Hastings. 'Tis Galtree Forest, and tea shall please your grace. Archbishop. Here stand, my lords, and send discoverers forth, to know the numbers of our enemies. Hastings. We have sent forth already. Archbishop. 'Tis well done, my friends and brethren, in these great affairs. I must acquaint you that I have received new dated letters from Northumberland. Their cold intent, tenor, and substance thus. Here doth he wish his person with such powers as might hold sortance with his quality, the which he could not levy, whereupon he is retired to ripe his growing fortunes to Scotland, and concludes in hearty prayers that your attempts may overlive the hazard and fearful meeting of their opposite, Mowbray. Thus do the hopes we have in him touch ground, and dash themselves to pieces. Enter a messenger. Hastings. Now what news? Messenger. West of this forest, scarcely off a mile, in goodly form comes on the enemy, and by the ground they hide, I judge their number, upon or near the rate of 30,000. Mowbray. The just proportion that we gave them out. Let us sway on and face them in the field. Enter Westmoreland. Archbishop. What well-appointed leader fronts us here? Mowbray. I think it is my lord of Westmoreland. Wstmorland. Health and fair greeting from our general, the Prince, Lord John, and Duke of Lancaster. Archbishop. Say on, my lord of Westmoreland, in peace. What doth concern your coming? Wstmorland. Then, my lord, unto your grace do I in chief address the substance of my speech, if that rebellion came like itself in base and abject routs, led on by bloody youth, guarded with rags, and countenanced by boys and beggary. I say, if damned commotion so, in his true, native, and most proper shape, you, reverend father, and these noble lords, had not been here to dress the ugly form of base and bloody insurrection. With your fair honours, you, Lord Archbishop, whose see is by a civil pace maintained, whose beard the silver hand of peace hath touched, whose learning and good letters peace hath tutored, whose white investments figure innocence, the dove and very blessed spirit of peace. Wherefore you do so ill translate yourself out of the speech of peace that bears such grace into the harsh and boisterous tongue of war, turning your books to graves, your ink to blood, your pens to lances, and your tongue divine to a loud trumpet and a point of war. Archbishop, wherefore do I this? So the question stands. Briefly to this end, we are all diseased, and with our surfeiting and wanton hours, have brought ourselves into a burning fever, and we must blade for it, of which disease our late King Richard, being infected, died. But my most noble lord of Westmoreland, I take not on me here as a physician, nor do I as an enemy to peace troop in the throngs of military men, but rather show a while, like fearful to die at rank, mind sick of happiness, and purge obstructions which begin to stop our very veins of life. Hear me more plainly. I have in equal balance justly weighed what wrongs our arms may do, what wrongs we suffer, and find our griefs heavier than our offences. We see which way the stream of time doth run, and are enforced from our most quiet there by the rough torrent of occasion, and have the summary of all our griefs, when time shall serve to show in articles, which long ere this we offered to the king, and might by no suit gain our audience. When we are wronged and would unfold our griefs, we are denied access unto his person, even by those men that most have done us wrong. The dangers of the days but newly gone, whose memory is written on the earth, with yet appearing blood, and the examples of every minute's instance present now, hath put us in these ill-beseeming arms, not to break peace or any branch of it, but to establish here a peace indeed, concurring both in name and quality. Wstmorland. Whenever yet was your appeal denied? Wherein have you been galled by the king? What peer hath been suborned to grate on you, that you should seal this lawless bloody book of forged rebellion with a seal divine, and consecrate commotion's bitter edge? Archbishop, my brother general, the Commonwealth's, to brother born and household cruelty, I make my quarrel in particular. Wstmorland. There is no need of any such redress, or if there were, it not belongs to you. Mowbray, why not to him in part, and to us all, that feel the bruises of the days before, and suffer the condition of these times, to lay a heavy and unequal hand upon our honours? Wstmorland. O my good Lord Mowbray, construe the times to their necessities, and you shall say indeed it is the time, and not the king that doth you injuries. Yet for your part it not appears to me, either from the king or in the present time, that you should have an inch of any ground to build a grief on, were you not restored to all the Duke of Norfolk seigniories, your noble and right well-remembered fathers. Mowbray, what thing in honor had my father lost, that need to be revived and breathed in me? The king that loved him as the state stood then, was force perforce compelled to banish him. And then that Henry Bolingbroke and he, being mounted and both roused in their seats, their neighing coursers daring of the spur, their armed staves in charge, their beavers down, their eyes of fire sparkling through sights of steel, and the loud trumpet blowing them together. Then, when there was nothing could have stayed my father from the breast of Bolingbroke. Oh, when the king did throw his warder down, his own life hung upon the staff he threw. Then threw he down himself and all their lives, that by indictment and by dint of sword have since miscarried under Bolingbroke. Wstmorland. You speak, Lord Mowbray, now you know not what. The Earl of Hereford was reputed then in England the most valiant gentleman. Who knows on whom fortune would then have smiled? But if your father had been victor there, he ne'er had borne it out of Coventry. For all the country, in a general voice, cried hate upon him, and all their prayers and love were set on Hereford, whom they doted on, and blessed and graced, indeed more than the king. But this is mere digression from my purpose. Here come I from our princely general, to know your griefs, to tell you from his grace, that he will give you audience, and wherein it shall appear that your demands are just, you shall enjoy them, everything set off, that might so much as think you enemies. Mowbray, but he hath forked us to compel this offer, and it proceeds from policy, not love. Wstmorland. Mowbray, you overween to take it so. This offer comes from mercy, not from fear. For lo, within a ken our army lies, upon mine honor, all too confident, to give admittance to a thought of fear. Our battle is more full of names than yours, our men more perfect in the use of arms. Our armor all is strong, our cause the best. Then reason will our hearts should be as good. Say you not then our offer is compelled? Mowbray, well by my will we shall admit no parley. Wstmorland. That argues but the shame of your offense. A rotten case abides no handling. Hastings hath the Prince John a full commission, in very ample virtue of his father, to hear and absolutely to determine of what conditions we shall stand upon. Wstmorland. That is intended in the general's name. I muse you make so slight a question. Archbishop, then take, my Lord of Westmoreland, this schedule, for this contains our general grievances, each several article herein redressed. All members of our cause, both here and hence, that are insinued to this action, acquitted by a true substantial form, and present execution of our wills, To us and to our purposes confined, we come within our awful banks again, and knit our powers to the arm of peace. Wstmorland. This will I show the general, please you, lords. In sight of both our battles we may meet, and either end in peace, which God so frame, or to the place of difference call the swords, which must decide it. Archbishop. My lord, we will do so. Exit Westmoreland. Mowbray. There is a thing within my bosom tells me that no conditions of our peace can stand. Hastings. Fear you not that, if we can make our peace upon such large terms and so absolute, as our conditions shall consist upon, our peace shall stand as firm as rocky mountains. Mowbray. Yea, but our valuation shall be such that every slight and false-derived cause, yea, every idle, nice, and wanton reason, shall to the king taste of this action, that were our royal faith's martyrs in love, we shall be winnowed with so rough a wind, that even our corn shall seem as light as chaff, and good from bad find no partition. Archbishop. No, no, my lord, note this, the king is weary of dainty and such picking grievances, for he hath found to end one doubt by death, revives two greater in the heirs of life, and therefore will he wipe his tables clean, and keep no tell-tale to his memory, that may repeat and history his loss, to new remembrance, for full well he knows he cannot so precisely weed this land as his misdoubts present occasion. His foes are so enrooted with his friends, that plucking to unfix an enemy, he doth unfasten so and shake a friend, so that this land, like an offensive wife, that hath enraged him on to offer strokes, as he is striking, holds his infant up, and hangs resolved correction in the arm that was upreared to execution. Hastings. Besides, the king hath wasted all his rods on late offenders that he now doth lack the very instruments of chastisement, so that his power, like to a fangless lion, may offer but not hold. Archbishop. 'Tis very true, and therefore be assured, my good Lord Marshal, if we do now make our atonement well, our peace will, like a broken limb united, grow stronger for the breaking. Mowbray. Be it so. Here is returned my Lord of Westmoreland. Enter Westmoreland. Wstmorland. The prince is here at hand, pleaseth your lordship, to meet his grace just distance tween our armies. Mowbray. Your grace of York, in God's name then set forward. Archbishop. Before and greet his grace, my lord, we come. Scene 2, another part of the forest. Enter from one side Mowbray attended, afterwards the Archbishop Hastings and others, from the other side Prince John of Lancaster and Westmoreland, officers and others with them. Lancaster. You are well encountered here, my cousin Mowbray. Good day to you, gentle Lord Archbishop. And so to you, Lord Hastings, and to all. My Lord of York, it better showed with you, when that your flock, assembled by the bell, encircled you to hear with reverence your exposition on the holy text, than now to see you here an iron man, cheering a rout of rebels with your drum, turning the word to sword and life to death. that man that sits within a monarch's heart, and ripens in the sunshine of his favor. Would he abuse the countenance of the king? Alack, what mischiefs might he set abroach, in shadow of such greatness, with you, Lord Bishop? It is even so, who hath not heard it spoken, how deep you were within the books of God. To us the speaker in his parliament, to us imagined voice of God himself, the very opener and intelligencer, between the grace, the sanctities of heaven, and our dull workings, oh, who shall believe? But you misuse the reverence of your place, employ the countenance and grace of heaven, as a false favourite doth his prince's name. In deeds dishonourable you have ta'en up, under the counterfeited zeal of God, the subjects of his substitute, my father, and both against the peace of heaven and him, have here upswarmed them. Archbishop, good my lord of Lancaster, I am not here against your father's peace, but as I told my lord of Westmoreland, the time misordered doth, in common sense, crowd us and crush us to this monstrous form. To hold our safety up, I sent your grace the parcels and particulars of our grief, the which hath been with scorn shoved from the court, whereon this hydra son of war is born, whose dangerous eyes may well be charmed asleep, with grant of our most just and right desires, and true obedience of this madness cured. Stoop tamely to the foot of majesty, Mowbray. If not, we ready are to try our fortunes to the last man, Hastings. And though we here fall down, we have supplies to second our attempt. If they miscarry, theirs shall second them, and so success of mischief shall be born, and heir from heir shall hold this quarrel up, whiles England shall have generation. Lancaster, you are too shallow, Hastings, much too shallow, to sound the bottom of the after times. WSTMORELAND. Pleaseth your grace to answer them directly. How far forth you do like their articles. Lancaster, I like them all, and do allow them well, and swear here by the honour of my blood, my father's purposes have been mistook, and some about him have too lavishly rested his meaning and authority. My lord, these griefs shall be with spade redressed. Upon my soul they shall, if this may please you, discharge your powers unto their several counties, as we will ours, and here between the armies. Let's drink together, friendly, and embrace, that all their eyes may bear those tokens home of our restored love and amity. Archbishop, I take your princely word for these redresses. Lancaster, I give it you, and will maintain my word. And thereupon I drink unto your grace. Hastings, go, captain, and deliver to the army this news of peace. Let them have pay and part. I know it will please them. Hie thee, captain. Archbishop, to you, my noble lord of Westmoreland. WSTMORELAND. I pledge your grace, and if you knew what pains I have bestowed to breed this present peace, you would drink freely, but my love to ye shall show itself more openly hereafter. Archbishop, I do not doubt you. WSTMORELAND. I am glad of it. Health to my lord and gentle cousin, Mowbray. Mowbray, you wish me health, in very happy season. For I am, on the sudden, something ill. Archbishop. Against ill chances men are ever merry, but heaviness foreruns the good event. Wstmorland. Therefore be merry, cause, since sudden sorrow serves to say thus, some good thing comes tomorrow. Archbishop. Believe me, I am passing light in spirit. Mowbray. So much the worse, if your own rule be true. Lancaster. The word of peace is rendered, hark how they shout. Mowbray. This had been cheerful after victory. Archbishop. A peace is of the nature of a conquest, for then both parties nobly are subdued, and neither party loseth. Lancaster. Go, my lord, and let our army be discharged too. Exit Westmoreland. And good my lord, so please you, let our trains march by us, that we may peruse the men. We should have coped withal. Archbishop. Go, good Lord Hastings, and ere they be dismissed, let them march by. Lancaster. I trust, lords, we shall lie tonight together. Enter Westmoreland. Now, cousin, wherefore stands our army still? Wstmorland. The leaders, having charge from you to stand, will not go off until they hear you speak. Lancaster. They know their duties. Enter Hastings. Hastings. My lord, our army is dispersed already. Like youthful steers unyoked, they take their courses. East, west, north, south, or like a school broke up. Each hurries toward his home and sporting place. Wstmorland. Good tidings, my lord Hastings, for the which I do arrest thee, traitor, of high treason. And you, Lord Archbishop, and you, Lord Mowbray. Of capital treason I attach you both. Mowbray. Is this proceeding just and honorable? Wstmorland. Is your assembly so? Archbishop. Will you thus break your faith? Lancaster. I pawned thee none. I promised you redress of these same grievances, whereof you did complain, which, by mine honour, I will perform with the most Christian care. But for you, rebels, look to taste the dew. Meet for rebellion and such acts as yours. Most shallowly did you these arms commence, fondly brought here and foolishly sent hence. Strike up our drums, pursue the scattered stray. God and not we hath safely fought today. Some guard these traitors to the block of death, treason's true bed and yielder up of breath. Scene 3, another part of the forest. Alarum excursions, enter Falstaff and Colville meeting. Falstaff. What's your name, sir? Of what condition are you, and of what place, I pray? Colville. I am a knight, sir, and my name is Colville of the Dale. Falstaff. Well then, Colville is your name, a knight is your degree, and your place the Dale. Colville shall be still your name, a traitor your degree, and the dungeon your place, a place deep enough, so shall you be still Colville of the Dale. Colville. Are not you Sir John Falstaff? Falstaff. As good a man as he, sir, whoe'er I am. Do ye yield, sir, or shall I sweat for you? If I do sweat, they are the drops of thy lovers, and they weep for thy death. Therefore rouse up fear and trembling, and do observance to my mercy. Colville. I think you are Sir John Falstaff, and in that thought yield me. Falstaff. I have a whole school of tongues in this belly of mine, and not a tongue of them all speaks any other word but my name. And I had but a belly of any indifferency, I were simply the most active fellow in Europe. My womb, my womb, my womb undoes me. Here comes our general. Enter Prince John of Lancaster, Westmoreland, Blunt, and others. Lancaster. The heat is past, follow no further now. Call in the powers, good cousin Westmoreland. Exit Westmoreland. Now, Falstaff, where have you been all this while? When everything is ended, then you come.